Before starting these new lessons, I'd like to introduce our learning community to you. All members can access to enjoying art workshops and collections of lessons. Paint With Me members can download the full-size reference photos for a better learning experience. VIP members can join the private Facebook group to actively share discussions of our learning and experiences with like-minded artists. Gold members can receive advice directly from me and receive video critiques and suggestions of your work. Please check below for the link to join us. We're waiting for you to become part of our Enjoying Art learning community. Hello Vicky, thank you for sending the image to me. I can see some big progress in this painting. Doing a pretty good job, especially for the two wheels in the background. Make the main objects that stand out and have the supporting elements that fade in into the background. How to make it better from here on. When you're painting the dog, you're attracted to the details a little more than the forms. So I'm going to show you how I would do it. I'm using a bead. The paper I'm using is Strathmore cold press 140 pound. I'm going to just focus on the upper part of the dog just for the demonstration. So first thing you need to aware of, this area, the scalp of the dog, it is like a ball. So you're aware of how the form look. So even though when you get into the detail, you don't want to get distracted because of the hair, because lots of hair. Let's say, and there is a little bit coming in, the plane coming in over here and come in over here, and have a little change the plane coming down like this. So just to do a little study. And the nose, that is coming like a little cylinder. It's not exactly open up the cylinder. So open up like this, and then the nose at this space, and going around on the mouth, and then coming down. This area also look like a ball. More rounded form on the top like this, and the side that will be only the hair covering this. But on the cheek over here, you need to see that it also coming, the form coming over here, and then come down with this almost facing to the viewer, this form, and coming over here and turn again and coming down. And so, and also the neck over here, it also have a very round shape, the neck, and then turn this way, the hair turning this way, and then go in on the back of this form, and that is the chest and also the leg coming down. So you don't have to draw all this or to describe it, and in your mind you really need to understand this and find the evidence how to represent all the forms. Like that. Okay, just for the demonstration. Okay, now when you start painting it, I don't want you to look at the details too much at the beginning. Okay, I want you to try to represent the forms. The details always go after. I'm going to use this number 10 sable round brush. Okay, let's see how I'm going to do that. I'm going to change the color, and from the top have a little bit kind of orange color, but not so bright. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a little blue color over here, and you know, the three primary color mixed together, the color will be a little bit more neutral than just between two colors. Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit more yellow on the top. Here you go. Like say the top over here, maybe a little bit more yellow. So I'm going to take a little bit more yellow in here. Here you go. Like that. And the top here you go, have a little bit more red. You can paint as you mixing color and change it. So now this is the top. In the middle over here has a little blue color. So I'm gonna get a little blue color and put it in the middle. Or add even a little more blue. But anyway, on the top over here, the color will look supposed to be a little bit lighter. So now I'm coming down over here, changing. As you painting, you don't want to get into the small details again. And in this area, it coming down the plane like this. So for the eye, you can paint it with the color that you are painting the surrounding, but leave the highlight, okay, untouched, so that you don't have to do the lifting later. Okay, now I'm coming down over here. Now on this side, so you can see the way I'm rendering the colors, I focus a lot about the value and how it changes from the top and coming down like this. And there's a little highlight at this area. I'm going to leave that. Focus on the form. Okay, now coming over here, get a little mix a little bit purple brown colors. And that's about the colors. But don't worry about those colors. We can keep adjusting the colors. Okay, that's a little bit darker. So showing that actually the form and turning down like this and coming down in this way. And I'm gonna leave the highlight on the nose like that. And now on the top of the nose, a little bit lighter. I'm gonna just make it a bit lighter. And I know that some texture is going to create it, and the cheek on the right side, and coming down and going around. But it's okay. We can manage the texture in our next step. And underneath here, I'm going to make a little dark color, a little cooler color too. So I have a little bit more blue colors. Here you go. Give a little bit between the warm color and the cool color together, and create a darker color if you have less water in it. Okay, now coming down over here, here you go. And now the outside have a little bit more red, actually a little bit more brown. I'm going to get a little yellow, get a little red into this mixture, and what come into this color. So on this side, and looks like a little bit more yellow because I want to make it look more brown. I'm going to start from the cheek over here, a little bit more red, a little bit, not too much. Okay, here you go. And connect it to the side. Now here you go. So I don't want you to start painting as seeing the hairs. I want you to see the form, how it turns. Sometimes I even modify what you see to create, to represent a little bit better of the form, because the lighting is not always ideal from the reference, right? So you get over here, but on this side, what I want to do, on this side, what I like to do, I'm going to make it a little bit darker. And that means that I increase the lighting a little bit more, and so I have the shadow and the lighting contrast with a little bit more increase in my painting than the reference. So on this side, I'm going to add a little bit darker colors, like this. Right? Good. This is only first round, but I want to focus on, see that, and on this side, make it even darker than this. So here you go. So now you can see I focus on the form, starting from this side lighter, this side a little bit darker, and try to represent this, the first layer of information, how the things turn. And now I'm going to put a little dark color over here, a little bit. Okay, a little bit dark color over here, and on this side a little bit darker too. Here you go. like this. Now I'm going to keep going down, and now I'm going to the bottom over here have a little bit more yellow in this brown colors, a little bit yellow and a little bit red. It look a little bit lighter, okay, because now it changed the form and coming down like this and a little bit straight and gradually turning back at the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna have change the color a little bit. If you understand the form better, and you would direct your eye to look for the information to support your understanding. So the painting process, it is looking for the information to support your understanding, but your understanding, the evidences, don't get it from your imaginations. You get it actually from the reference. The reference will show you what should be selected to support your ideas. So like under here, you would need to have a darker color because the shadow coming in, that color like this. So when it's still wet, in wet process, you add the dark color and the light color together and they will merge together. But this is no hair. We don't see the hair yet, but this is not at this step. We don't want to pay attention to the details at this point. We try to take care of the bigger relationship and going down a little smaller and smaller as we go. And the smaller and smaller shape would look like we're adding detail to it. Start from the bigger form to smaller and smaller form. And over here we want to add warmer, brighter colors. So like a little orange colors, you can just add a little bit red and do this orange color. Right here, I'm going to put this color in here. How that form turning. Okay, I'm coming over here. You go. All we try to do is to create that proper relationship to represent the objects. Okay, and this should be even darker. So I'm going to get a little darker color coming. So if you combine this with this approach, and the painting would be more satisfied to yourself. Hopefully my suggestions would help you to gear your attention, think more of the forms than the texture.